Hi guys, my name is Varun Kumar Suri and I'm the student at MIT. My MIT number is 192729. And in today's video, we are going to demonstrate about the two tools which are based on the Linux operating system. And first of all, which is PowerTop, and secondly, there's Atop. These are very correlated tool, but this comes along with the different functionality. So let's get started with the PowerTop. So PowerTop, first of all, we need to install every single thing in the Linux operating system because it doesn't come by default. So sudo powertop, sorry, golly. So I loaded it. I'm gonna start. So it's sudo sudo apt get install powertop. As you can see, there is zero upgraded, zero newly installed, zero to remove. So as I've already installed this tool, so I don't need to install it any further. So let's see the manual option. So manual defines us the commands which can be used with the PowerTop. So we can actually play with those. Top. So this is the manual option. So there are several commands we can use. This is the functionality which is being provided by the PowerTop. So now we are going to run actually PowerTop. Sudo PowerTop. So this is the menu of the PowerTop. So as we can see, these are the real-time capturing statistics of the CPU. So we can see the megawatt time. So this is the power consumption of the each and every thread is run in the CPU, and this is the milliseconds, like how many milliseconds they are running for, and this is the usage, and this is all the statistics we can actually see. So we can actually have a different statistics for the different time window. So we have currently it for refresh rate is 20, so we can actually set it to 30. So where CPU gonna refresh it at 30 refresh rate, and we're gonna get the different statistics. Let's try 35. So there is a not drastic but bit of change in the numbers. See, there is a number change. So it refreshes at 40 millisecond of refresh rate. So now we have tab option, and we have the idle stat of the CPU. We can see right here package core CPU, and with the frequency stat. Frequency is nothing, just it just uh, it just provides the detail like what's the idling of the CPU, what's the wake up of the CPU processes. So it's infinity at this moment. So if it is 100%, that's CPU, it's in idle state. So this is a divide stat. So these defines us the status of the devices which are attached to the CPU, and so we can actually see the a lot of the peripheral devices, the memory and the DRAMs you can see right here, and the CPU core and the disk and the memory and the hard disk and all that stuff, and adapters attached to the CPU. And we have lastly the tuning. Tuning is nothing, it just provides us the information about the good sector or the bad sector. Good means so which are the devices which are consuming the which are efficiently managing the power, and the bad sector which are not. So we can actually we have a different command which is being provided in the PowerTop. So to set these all bad power consumption to the good power consumption, so we can actually demonstrate that right here. So so the command is sudo powertop auto tune. So it auto tunes all the processes to good. Auto tune should work. See, it worked. And now we're gonna run that PowerTop again just to see the working of this command. PowerTop. Tap 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 tap. So these all turned into good power management. So this was the demonstration of the PowerTop. So the PowerTop helps system administrator to get the deep learning of the every single CPU processes. So it can get the system administrator can get the very good idea about the internal level of the CPU working, so he can actually manage the further things based on the statistics. So, and we have the different tool, which is the Atop. So we gonna demonstrate now Atop. So let's do the installation process first. Sudo Atop, sudo apt get install Atop. So as I've already installed it, I don't need to install any further. So let's see the manual option as we did earlier. Sudo man atop. See, these are the command we can demonstrate on the Atop, and this is the actual description. So what Atop actually does. So they have actually written everything in here. So if person is naive in terms of like he doesn't know anything about this tool, he can actually read through the manual and get access to the commands and can actually do the things. And yeah, this is pretty good to play with it. And now we're gonna actually run the Atop. So Atop, we don't have anything much to just scroll through. It just the predefined format. It shows the like pre-captured data in it. So we can't actually amend that data very much as we used to do in the Powertop. So Atop, Atop. So we're gonna write sudo Atop. Yeah. See, so this is the real-time capturization of the CPU statistics, and we can actually see these static statistics right here. So in terms of making that dynamic, we have the different commands we can actually use right here. We can do what we can do is we can do this a sudo Atop p. So we have the processes right here. So we can see that seconds and the number of the processes seconds. In the seconds they have captured the data and the seconds they are running for and the size of the processes and the commands which are being accessed by them, or the internal commands, we can say that. And there is another command for it. We can do the another command, which is sudo atop. This is in. Oh, sorry. Sudo. Oh, I typed it wrongly. Atop in. Yeah. So we just can see the changes in the digits, nothing else. So it just provides the changes. That's it. So and we have so now Atop, it comes with the functionality of it monitors all the input and output devices, input and output processes. Like for example, if I attach any input devices, there's a process is generated by that. So it actually provides the information about that, like more predominantly. And rather than Powertop monitors all the internal processes and all the internal threads. So Powertop is like more deep and more, we can say, more powerful in terms of detecting the things. And also, so this helps the system administrator to understand input and output peripheral devices functionality. And now, so we can actually compare these things. We can actually compare them side by side. So let's take a thing. Powertop has a more Powertop is based on providing the information about the deep things, about the deep processes which are running in the CPU. And well, as I've explained earlier, so Atop is providing us the information about the input and output peripherals. While the Powertop has good power management things, so it provides us the information about the um, good and the bad sector of power management in the CPU by just tuning it to the auto tuning the thing by just pressing the command, while the Atop lacks that functionality. And furthermore, we have something more, so we can explore in these tools. And so Powertop has what the Atop has. Atop has the various commands to be demonstrated on it, while the Powertop has various commands demonstrated on it, while the Atop lacks those commands. It just has a limited command. And so that's the whole story behind it. While the Powertop has some mode functionality which Atop lacks is it has the interrupt handler. It provides the information about the interrupt handling and and um, and all that stuff. And that's about it. And this is the presentation for my MIT 192729. And my name is Varun Kumar Suri. And that's all for now.